What's up, guys? Zeus here with another video. Quick reminder, if you do know you're watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of me and my content. Now, as you can see, I am playing Survivor Ranked as usual, going through the motions of switching through on and off Hunter. Don't exactly know what I'm doing with life, but if you haven't noticed though, from like that little sneak, I now have the Locomotive skin. So in all honesty, I just wanted to make this video because the skin grew on me. I know it was controversial when the skin first came out, but it grew on me. I like it. And I also didn't just want to be, like in the dark. Like I didn't just want to upload some random gameplay. I wanted to speak for a bit. After all, this is a really short video because while I'm like once I finish like doing this voiceover, I'm gonna then go back to working on like five other videos that I have just in my files and in my drive ready to be like uploaded, downloaded, and edited, etc. So yeah, I just want to get this out here so that way then you guys have something to watch because if we take a look at on my my last upload, uh yeah, that's a little bit sad. But regardless, I think you guys can tell what tier this is, considering the fact that the hunter is chasing a mercenary. So, yeah, there's nothing too exciting going on. The first majority of this video is just gonna be, that. So I hope you guys enjoy watching that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of some announcements, like mini announcements. So as of right now, one of the main things that I have gotten asked about is the coaching server, the coaching server, the coaching server. How's the server going? What's going to go happen? When is it going to go live? All of that. So I'm just going to answer those questions right now as this happens. For the coaching server is a work in process. The server is pretty much almost finalized. It's just a matter of time of when those guides get uploaded because as I mentioned, I have other people helping me and working on with those guides, and obviously I need to wait for those people to be done because I can't rush them to do it if they don't have the time to do it. So it's just a matter of time and when they'll be able to complete it, when I'll be able to get it, so that way then I can edit, and then after that I can do my portion, and then yada yada yada. Typical stuff. But the coaching server is nearly complete, just with some minor tweaks to the server. As for coaches, we already do have somewhat a good variety of coaches. There are a lot of coaches there. But on the topic of coaches, I also want to say that us as a server, not as a server, but as a staff team, like my staff team for the coaching server, we are going to be very highly selective about who becomes a coach, who is going to be allowed to become a coach. And I'm saying this now because I don't want there to be any confusion for future coaches, because I do want this to really be an effective coaching server. I want this coaching server to overall affect the difference and at least the high tier aspect of the game. Like the low tiers, yes, they will learn, they will manage, but this coaching server is ideally like it's kind of like pre-built for the high tiers of the server. Like that's how I can put this in like the most realistic way possible. Because there's a lot of things that high tiers who like still for some reason, like if you don't know spawn callouts or you don't know certain spawn in general, like certain things like that are just going to be added in to the coaching service, so that way then people will know about this. It's also meant for tournament viability, so that way then more tournament teams can be formed and more, we get more representation. Like I do want this to work, and I want this to be like a future representative thing where it's like, okay, because of this we were able to get this, or like we have all these resources here, so that way everyone can learn. I want it to be something that has a universal positive impact, because of course high tiers aren't the only ones that can use spawn layouts. Low tiers definitely, if you can learn your spawns as like an elk or something, that's amazing. Like if you can do this, like in all honesty, I'd say like if you want to play competitively, at least for the competitive players, like learning your spawns from an early starting point of your competitiveness is good. And if you're a casual still, if you want to get better at the game, even if you don't have interest in playing in tourneys or none of that stuff, if you're just a casual but you still want to grind up rank badges or something, it's still good for you to know spawns or the basic necessity of things, so that way then you're not a liability and throwing your own matches. So coaches, we are looking for a lot of, game sense, experience, etc. Because like I don't want to accept just random coaches like, hey, I got an S badge for this character this one time like 4 seasons ago, so that means I'm qualified to coach. Like, I don't want that to be the situation because that's just going to lead us to disaster. So we are, as a staff team, going to be very highly selective of who we accept to, as coaches, because as coaches you are going to be teaching a lot, and you are going to be setting the standard for like what people should be doing, or to maximize their wins, or to get different strategies so that way they can start winning more, even if that just comes from basic game sense. But regardless, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm Zeus, and I'm out. Love you all.